Today I will be reacting to YouTube Shorts. Why? I don't know why. I kind of just want to make a video of it. So, let's start. Wait.
A pizza box is square. A whole pizza
Okay, I know a pizza box is square.
is round.
This is one, and then we will be reacting to exactly.
And a slice of pizza is triangular. Wait,
Let's see the original one.
a pizza box is square. A whole pizza is round. And a slice of pizza is triangular. Wait,
This is how people actually
Triangular.
enter the Squid Game. Don't mind my 200 subscribers. I wish I had 1,000, 100, 200, but I want 1,000 more though. Anyways, I'm pick Zach. Zach T Films, and I'm gonna be proving this.
If you shoot a handgun straight into stacked rolls of toilet paper, the
It's gonna rip through.
bullet would shred through the first roll
I knew it.
instantly, but each layer of paper drags against the bullet. It slows it down
Okay. Huh?
a little more, meaning you would need 16 single-ply rolls packed tightly together so there are no gaps to completely stop the bullet. Now, with 2-ply rolls, there's actually less paper per roll.
Where's the ye got?
So it takes closer to 24 before the bullet finally loses all its speed. If they dropped the hamster in front of the
Harry! Say goodbye to the hamster.
snake as food because the snake refused to eat frozen mice. But instead of attacking her, he treated her as a friend, cuddling up to the furry rodent. He even curled up to nap, allowing the hamster to sleep on his back. Eventually, the snake started eating frozen food again, and since they got along so well, the hamster was allowed to stay permanently. He dropped the hamster. Crack an egg in a tall glass, then sprinkle salt and pepper on top. Next, add a tablespoon of mustard
Ew! Mustard with eggs? Ew!
and a splash of
That's how you get sick.
vinegar before filling the rest of the glass with oil. Then
Looks like poison.
lower a hand blender all the way to the bottom.
Wait, so is that a hit? Bro, Zach T Films needs to be arrested.
Turn it on and slowly pull it up, mixing the ingredients from the bottom to the top.
I can make casein for that to make think it's milk, and it's not milk.
And when you're done, you'll have homemade mayonnaise.
Oh, that's to make mayonnaise is homemade? Ew!
He would steal the dog and take it home with him. But this wasn't just a random pet. You see, he did his research beforehand, hanging out in dog parks and looking for emotional owners. You know, the ones who loved their pets as if they were kids. Then he would follow them home, stake out the house, and take their dogs. Soon, the lost dog posters would appear, and when he offered his help, they always agreed money was no object to these people. When he finally staged the reunion, he would live stream
I should go do that. Okay, no, maybe I shouldn't. I might get arrested, but
it, and it was always a hit. Hundreds of thousands tuned in live, and soon his videos even attracted sponsors. That's because he had a knack for finding the best targets, like Ernie, an elderly veteran with PTSD, and a support dog as his only companion. After stealing his dog, he streamed himself pretending to find him, and teased a dramatic live stream of the reunion when he would return the animal. But when he stepped inside the veteran's house, the dog stopped dead in its tracks and started whining. Now, he shrugged it off with a smile. There were thousands of viewers watching. With a sharp tug, he managed to get the dog moving until he got to the kitchen and found the man on the floor dead. Panicked, he fumbled with the record button, desperate to shut off the stream. "This wasn't supposed to happen," he whispered. "I just steal them. I give them back. I'm not a killer." But the stream never actually stopped, and his followers heard everything. If you drive 10 miles over the speed limit because you're late, you probably think that you're saving time. But at 70 miles per hour, it takes 51 seconds to drive a mile. And if you go 80, it takes 45 seconds, meaning you're only saving 6 seconds per mile. Now, you'll also catch up to slower cars faster, which means you'll tap the brakes more. You'll also switch lanes, and you'll have to be more cautious overall. And these tiny slowdowns add up and can easily wipe out those few seconds you saved almost instantly. If Artemis II tried to fly straight to the moon, Earth's gravity would
I know about Artemis too, bro.
keep pulling it back down. To escape this, the rocket would need massive engines with tons of fuel, which would cost way too much money. So instead, the rocket will launch upwards before tipping horizontally. Earth's gravity pulls it inwards, swinging the rocket in a circular path. And as it builds up speed, it climbs higher and higher, looping around Earth until it can escape its pull. Then, with a last push, it finally flies to the moon.
Did it fart? It farted.
If Artemis II tiny glass beads are attached to the fabric, which celebrities wear as scarves. Now, it looks like a regular accessory, but if someone takes a photo with a flash, the bright light hits the beads. Each one has a reflective coating at the back, which bounces the light straight back at the camera lens. The scarves shine so bright that the camera changes its exposure to match, while everything around it stays dark. This ruins the photo and keeps the celebrity mostly invisible unless it's altered in Photoshop. A rich lawyer died, and in his will, he promised to give away his money to one woman in his city. But there was a catch. She had to have more kids than anyone else. So the women started having babies as fast as possible, and some were pregnant every year of the contest. When the 10 years were up, 4 women had each given birth to 9 babies, meaning they were all tied for the winner. After months of court fights, the money was split between all the women. The small country of Vietnam won the war against the U.S. Now, the U.S. had more troops, more firepower, more technology than Vietnam could ever match. So how did they do this? Well, they
I
used...
live in the U.S. I'm gonna die. Oh wait, no, I wasn't even born. I don't think my mom was born. Okay, good boys. I mean, good guys. But not
their dense jungle as cover. Moving through
good ladies and gentlemen, we're not
tunnel systems that stretched for miles underground. They set booby traps along paths
booby trap. I need to do that for Santa.
and ambushed patrols before vanishing back into the jungle. When the
POV, that one person in high seat and they take high seat too far.
Americans bombed from above, the Viet Cong moved deeper into the
And at the end, we're gonna watch my favorite YouTuber.
forest. You see, the U.S. tactics were designed for open war, not an enemy hiding. The bear stepped into the road as the car approached, and there was no time to stop. It was dead, and the man loaded it into his car for the
Why'd you do
fur
that?
and the meat.
You a savage. He did that on purpose. He did that on purpose.
He drove to a steakhouse for dinner and then needed to catch a flight. He couldn't leave the bear in his car, so he thought it would be funny to drag it into Central Park and lay it next to an old bicycle. The next morning, a woman walking her dog found it. Now, police confirmed it had been hit by a car, but the case went cold for years until a journalist confronted him and RFK called it a prank gone wrong. Bear stepped. She folded the paper crane in her hospital bed, her hand shaking as she added it to the growing pile beside her. You see, 10 years earlier, she had survived the bombing of Hiroshima. But now, the sickness from the radiation was slowly taking over her body. Her friends told her an old
How
legend.
did you survive that?
If you fold 1,000 paper cranes, the gods grant you a wish. She decided to make the cranes and wished to live. So every day, as she grew weaker, she kept folding. Cranes covered her bedside table, then the windowsill, then the chair next to her. And in just a month, she finished all 1,000 plus 300 more. But her wish didn't come true, and she passed away at just 12 years old.
Sad.
A statue is
That's sad.
made in her honor, a girl holding a crane
That's actually sad. That's like actually sad.
toward the sky. And soon, children around the world began folding paper cranes too, sending them to be placed beneath her statue.
See, this person agrees with me.
Imagine you have a smoke alarm in your brain.
If I had a smoke alarm in my brain, it'll beep every time Casey comes near me because Casey smoke alarm might beep because I kind of get mad at him and set him off. But we don't talk about that.
Its only job is to spot danger and sound the alarm. Now, if the sensitivity dial
Oh. I just explained myself. Okay.
is set normally, it only rings for real smoke. But if the dial is turned up, the alarm is too sensitive, and it goes off for almost anything, causing you to feel danger. And if you panic when this happens and try to escape the feeling, well, you're essentially turning up that sensitivity dial. And this cycle gets stronger and stronger over time. But if you just let it ring and you don't react to it like it's an actual emergency, over time, that sensitivity dial will turn back down. The cycle will be broken and your anxiety will subside.
Okay, so
Imagine if you keep
I just got lectured for nothing.
peeling away the circumference of a circle into lines and stack them until the circle disappears, the layers
What is this? How do you know this?
will eventually create a triangle with a base as wide as the original circumference and a height as
How did I? Okay, let me just.
tall as the radius. Now this is because the area of a triangle is half of the base multiplied.
What should I do this in 7th grade?
They took a tissue
I was in 7th grade.
sample from the dog and sent it to a lab where the DNA was taken out. Then they injected it into an empty egg cell, which sliced the
Now
cat.
we're gonna watch some of my favorite YouTuber. So let me go. Actually, my favorite YouTuber actually subscribed to me. This guy, Mr. Total 3000. We're just gonna watch a quick video.
Ali.
And now, my latest video.
You stick your hand in extremely hot water
Bible Zach Films.
for a split second.
Nah, I can't even feel pain.
I'm recording this. And he's right next to me.
You stick your hand.
Oh wait,
But first, let's welcome our special guest, here to sing the American National
I
Anthem.
don't know why he was doing that. It was being real freaky. So I had to make him disappear. All there was left was the remote. Okay, bye guys. We'll see you later.